Hey, what's going on, everybody? Knowledge again coming at you. Today I was watching a clip on Don Lemon. If you guys are not familiar with him, he's a guy on CBN. Excuse me, not CBN. I'm tripping. CNN. You know, he does certain commentaries. He talks about different things within the political world or the social world. And he brought up a clip that Bill O'Reilly had said. And basically, Bill O'Reilly was talking about how, the reason why there's so much crime in the black community is because the lack of, what did he say? The lack of fathers and the disintegration of black families. And he had a point to a certain extent, because I've talked about this several times. I think, because fathers are lacking in the homes, it does lead a lot of our young black males and young black women to do destructive things and to have certain mindsets. And then he went on and he said, well, I don't think Bill O'Reilly went far enough with his statement. He started talking about black guys, they need to pull up their pants and the whole sagging thing. And we've had this debate several times, just within the black community or on TV or within hip-hop interviews. And again, I've made videos talking about how I do feel like we need to pull up our pants. I think a lot of this comes from just lack of not being educated on where that actually comes from, and that it comes from the prison system and how it was used as one or two things. Either the inmates didn't have belts, or the elastic that was on the pants that they wear will wear out after a while, so the inmates would go around with their ass showing, or it was a sign for you being open to another man running up in your ass. So there's several things to why that whole sagging pants thing became popular. And along with the hip-hop artists doing it, like Lil Wayne, and I even see Jay-Z doing it with his old ass, which he should know better. But so on and so on. We see it a lot in hip-hop. But one thing that I want to talk about is that even though I think that is a problem and we need to change that, also we have white kids who go around and wear crazy shit. We see the crazy mohawks. I know out here in LA, white people wear all kind of crazy shit. It'll be 40 degrees outside, which is rare in California, but it does happen. And you have white people outside with shorts on, so they wear crazy shit. On top of that, we've had going back to one of the statements that Bill O'Reilly said, is that he said that by wearing our pants below our ass or whatever, we're idolizing the gangster image, or the thug life type of image that America has. In other words, black man walking with his pants hanging down, a lot of times you're viewed as a gangster or a thug, or etc., etc. But we can use that same statement when it comes to white kids. We've had white kids that have shot up schools, killed several innocent people for no reason, or because they were bullied. And what did they have on? They had the crazy mohawks. They had the tight ass jeans with the chain hanging. What is that infamous for? The Nazi. We used to see back in the 90s, and even to this day, those white people who are they idolize the whole Nazi culture, and little skinheads, and they'll wear like the Confederate flag shirts with the tight ass pedal pusher jeans with the chain hanging on the right hand side or whatever. That kind of whole image, as if white only, I hate anything that's not white. Prime example, how the guys were dressed in the movie Higher Learning. We've seen images from them that were negative, but it seems like the media and us as black people and white people tend to only point out brothers that's doing things. And I feel like if we're going to talk about black men wearing their pants hanging off their ass, we need to talk about the crazy images that white kids put out. The whole Unabomber image, where you got the crazy ass gothic white dude walking around with the hoodie on. Now a black boy aka Trayvon Martin wearing a hoodie, you're a thug, you're a criminal, you're getting ready to break into somebody's house. A white boy wearing a hoodie, you know, he's just, oh, he might have social issues, or he's just being himself, you know. So that goes to show you that people play both sides when it comes to certain images and certain things that we see from different ethnicities. And, you know, like I said, if we gonna point out brothers that need to pull up their pants, or they're, you know, wearing their pants off their ass, showing the drawers or whatever, then let's point out the crazy stuff that we see white kids doing, you know, because there's ways that they dress that symbolize negative things, you know, and we're gonna go by stereotypes. Now, you know, don't get me wrong, I do think a lot of our young brothers out here do need to pull up their pants, you know. There's a time and place. Now, for that, there is no time and place. I just think that's ridiculous. But, you know, at the same time, that being said, we can't be afraid to express ourselves, whether it's with the hip-hop clothing or whatever. We do us, let them do them. You know, I think a lot of times within the black community, we're always looking at how we look compared to white people. And like I said before, white people have no power or greater significance over us. We only give them the power that they only have the power that we give them. And when we continue to look at our kids compared to their kids, or, you know, whatever, or just look at us as a whole compared to white people, we're giving them power. And, you know, we need to stop doing it. You know, these kids out here, you know, want to have the whole hip-hop vibe or whatever, as long as it's not being ignorant and they know the difference between how to dress or talk when they're with their friends, and then how to conduct yourself when you're going into a job interview, or you're going to work, or you're going to, you know, church, or a social event or whatever. As long as we know the difference, I have no problem with it. And as long as we do it with respect, and we have a positive image that's upon us within ourselves, not what we feel like it's going to be comfortable or less threatening to white people. And, you know, I just really want to touch on that subject, because, you know, I just find it odd how, you know, black folks always got to shape up and do something. Oh, you guys shouldn't be doing this because that looks thuggish, or that looks like you're a criminal. But white kids will go out and do the same shit and nothing happens. You look at Justin Bieber, you know, he has this whole, you know, I want to dress like a black guy right now. You know, we see him out acting like Tupac, you know. Saw TMZ had a picture on him. He was trying to attack the camera like Tupac did in the 90s. You know, he's kind of, I think he got some tattoos too. So he's really trying to take on the whole rapper, black man type of image right now. But nobody looks at him as a threat. Nobody says, hey, Justin Bieber, you shouldn't do that because people are going to think you're a criminal. They're going to think that you're going to break into someone's house. We don't say it to Justin Bieber, but when a black man does it, all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden we need to shape up. So, you know, I mean, let our kids express themselves, you know, however they want to do it, whether they want to be creative. You know, we all know black people are some of the most creative people here on earth. You know, matter of fact, we are the most creative. We've created damn near everything. It's just other ethnicities have stolen what we've created. But that's my video. You know, you guys give me your feedback. But, you know, we're going to call out one thing. You call out everything. You're going to call out brothers for, you know, having their pants hanging off their ass. You call out them white kids who do crazy shit and look like they're getting ready to blow up the school or shoot up people. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.